Yes, I did see Gege Akutami's final message to JJK fans, and I'm going to break down some of my personal thoughts on his final message, and I will include the final message as well. Feel free to pause and read these as I go along. First of all, I feel like this really shows him more in a human light than I've ever been able to see before. I feel like before reading this, I felt like he was kind of cold and unfeeling towards his own show. But after reading it, it kind of feels like he has a bit of like imposter syndrome, where he feels like his life isn't really his own and he's like doesn't realize the position that he holds. However, he did confirm a lot of the things that I had been speculating. A lot of people come at people for hating the JJK ending and just calling them Gojo Glazers. I've always said the thing I didn't like about the JJK ending is it lacked passion, it lacked feeling, it lacked a sense of Gege like loving his story and putting everything into it. And that's pretty much exactly what his final message is saying. That he lost passion for the story, he lost the love, it became too stressful, he was way over his head, way in his head. And while that is all so sad, I really do wish he had just like taken a break, taken a step back. I understand maybe his editors wouldn't have let him do that, but I also feel like he's Gege Akutami. Like, he had more power than I feel like. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it would have been pushing the bounds, but in my head, there should have been workarounds. Because at the end of the day, the story did end disappointing, and it has nothing to do with Gojo. I really don't think it has anything to do with Gojo. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Gojo's my favorite character of Jujutsu Kaisen. I'll stand by that. I do glaze him. I love him. However, the second I started it, in episode 7, when I realized how powerful he was, I was like, he's gonna have to die. Like, I had put that together. So it was never about that. It was about the fact that he did not conclude his character stories in a, like, thoughtful, loving, like, fair to them way, in my opinion. Not even Sukuna, in my opinion. And it's really sad, and it all makes sense now. And he pretty much said, like, I'm sorry, I lost passion, I lost love, I wasn't in it, and that's just what it felt like to me. So I do feel really sorry for him, and I hope that he does what he needs to do, and it's just overall disappointing that JJK ended the way that it did because of a lack of passion, which is what I've been saying, and everyone comes at anyone that doesn't like it for being Gojo Glazers, and that's just simply not what it is, and even Gege admitted like what I've been feeling in my gut. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think it was still a good ending? I hope that he can take a break, and he says that this is the end, but I wonder if he ever would be open to tying up loose ends in a more thoughtful, conclusive way. I guess he kind of did with those new chapters, and that's great, but I want to know, I don't know. There's so much that was missing, in my opinion. Anyways, let me know what you guys think.